Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Sai, and I'm here with Kiz, one of Respawn's latest partners. Over to you, man.
Hi. Yeah, no, I'm Kiz. I'm a Respawn partner. I stream on Twitch as much as I can and produce some video content. Not not really too much right now, but we're working on it. I raise money for charity. I do a lot of charity stuff and just kind of just little chill streamer right now. Pretty cool.
Nice. Very good. Cool. So, as you can see in front of you, you have, and we've had a conversation about this beforehand, just a bit of a forewarning. Kiz knows very little about Pokemon, and me being known as the Pokemon person to go to for all things this, we thought it'd be kind of funny to watch what their thoughts are of a tier list of Pokemon. How are you planning to judge this?
So I think I'm just gonna judge it on looks because a lot of these don't make sense to me. Like I'm just looking at the list of what's here, and it a lot of them are confusing. So I don't think I will be able to like list them based on how strong I'd believe they'd be. So I'm just gonna go with looks. I'm just gonna say, hey, this one looks cool.
Okay. So
just go with that.
Yeah, I think so. That would work. So you've probably already noticed like some of them look the same, and they're evolutionary lines. I'm not going to say anything more than that because I think it would just be really fun for you to be like, hey, this is a totally different Pokemon to this one, even though they're the same or something, or they've grown or evolved from the same. So I think it'd be kind of fun. Okay. So if you kind of want to just work towards this as we're going through, and we'll talk about it kind of as we go, I think is probably going to be the best thing to do.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So this guy looks cool.
Any ideas on his name?
So this guy, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. This guy right here. He doesn't look strong, but he's kind of cute. So I'm sticking with B because he looks like he's just like a little toad looking dude with a cauliflower that's not fully grown on his back. So I don't think he'd be strong. He's like a little pet, like a little tiny pet. This guy looks, you know when there's like 3 children in a family, right? Like you got the youngest child, the middle child, and then like the big guy, like the super the big guy. This guy's like the emo middle child.
My God.
Well, okay, like the spiky leaves are like the emo hair, you know?
He does have the attitude. He does have the face of the attitude.
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
I'm just gonna say B, but lower than the little guy, right? Because this dude looks. Have you ever played Ark?
I've played a little bit of Ark. Yeah, I played a little Ark.
You know the turtle dinosaur in Ark. It's
no. By a little bit, I mean I probably played like 3 hours, so I probably haven't even seen it.
There's actually I don't know the name of it. I'm not that good. I haven't played enough Ark to know the name of it. But there's like this turtle dinosaur guy that like it's like a peaceful dinosaur. This is what that reminds me of.
Okay.
I don't know. It's I don't know. That's just what I'm gonna go with. He's ugly, but he looks strong.
I'm gonna ask you a question now.
Alrighty.
And your first question is, how did it feel seeing your name get called as a Respawn partner?
Okay, so yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I mean, for me specifically, I'm not sure about any of the other partners that got announced, but for me, it was totally a secret. Like, it was a total surprise. I got no heads up, nothing. Seeing the tweet pop up, I was playing Fortnite at the time, and just seeing the tweet pop up right as I was playing, it was just a total shock to me. I couldn't think at that point. Phoenix, another partner, actually conspired with the rest of the partners and got me to like go in the Respawn VC at the time of the announcement,
Hmm.
so all of the partners could rush into the VC and like congratulate me when the tweet got posted.
Oh my god.
So I was it was a lot at once because it would just went from chill playing Fortnite to congratulations, you're a Respawn partner, blah blah blah. Like it was a lot all at once. It was just a shock to the mind because I was not expecting it at all. But it was definitely a great experience.
Okay.
These are the same. These are no different.
Okay, so that's it. That is exactly right, though. They are basically the pain in the ass Pokemon that you get near the start of the game. But the two middle ones, like the two that look like they are about to like grow into butterflies, they're in their sort of cocoon stages. Those two are absolute experience monsters, so they're really good to like knock out and get experience to level up your Pokemon. So that's what they were primarily sort of used for. Obviously, I've seen you've put Charizard at the top. Kind of makes sense. I figured that might have happened.
I'm a fan of dragons. Okay, dragons I like. So
okay.
Charizard, good guy.
And I see you've put Squirtle and Blastoise, which are the two water type. Well, actually, to be fair, Charmander, Charmeleon, Squirtle, and Blastoise on A tier. So that's quite cool. So I'm glad you put them up there.
The blue turtle.
The blue turtle. Oh yeah, you don't know the names.
Okay,
I'm going to be like red fire thing, pale red fire thing. Then there's the emo red fire thing. Then then blue turtle, tank turtle, and then what looks like airy turtle in C tier.
Oh yeah.
So
this guy just looks too stuck up.
Oh yeah, hang on. I want to see where you put this one. This is a fairly important one.
I gotta go B.
Is that because it's a B?
Yeah,
wasp?
You got it, man.
Yes. Excellent. We do love to see that. It's
more like a hornet, but B-ish is enough.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the actual Respawn Recruits competition as a whole? What did you think of it?
Yeah, so I absolutely loved it. As you know, I was knocked out at like I don't know, like 200, I think was when I was knocked out. And I got a vouch back into the competition. So it was definitely an experience and a lot of stress. But it was so much fun. I met a lot of amazing people from Respawn, the community, even partners before I was a partner. I met so many amazing like just partners that wanted to hang.
Yep.
So it was a good experience. If I wasn't a partner and I like had the choice to do it again, honestly, I'd probably not. It's weird saying that from like a Respawn partner because like you want to be everything Respawn is amazing, but just the stress that it put on me personally from the getting kicked out to getting back in to everybody being amazing content creators, so you want to step up your game even more. It was very stressful. You felt like you had to put everything into that week and like get as much content, like 3 TikToks, YouTube video every day. Like you want to do as much as you can so you can stay in the competition. And so for me, that was just a little too much. But I absolutely recommend that anybody should do it. Like it's an amazing experience.
Yeah.
It's just not my experience, not my like perfect experience, I guess.
Kind of not what you expected then when you were first joining. Like what were your expectations of it then when you first joined it?
Yeah, so I was definitely, so this was not my first year. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've done Respawn recruits in the past. However, this year's recruits were so much better than all the previous years. And this was also the first year that I actually took it seriously. I've done it in the past, but like if I got kicked out, I'd just be, oh, cool, and then I just move on, right? I didn't really try. I guess. I didn't try to improve. I didn't meet many new people. I just kind of went along. But this year, I actually, tried my best and saw how far I got and saw how many people I met and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a lot different from the past years that from me personally, because I had a different experience than most from other years.
Yeah. How many years have you tried it then? Just out of interest.
I think it was 3. I think I've done it for like the previous 3 years or something like that.
Oh.
The laser rat.
You're right. The laser rat. What is it? Hang on. What did you call it before? Oh, what did you call it before? It was
the laser chipmunk.
Yeah, the laser beam chipmunk or something, or the chipmunk with laser beams. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Definitely not a thunder mouse, but that's fine. I get it. It's all good.
That is too big to be a mouse.
Yeah.
You cannot call that a mouse. I mean, I did call it a chipmunk, but it's not a mouse.
I was gonna say a chipmunk.
This
not
one's a
that
mouse.
much bigger.
This guy's a mouse. No, he's like a little mousy mouse.
He's a rat.
This one's like a. No, this is the rat.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the mouse.
Yeah, that one is called the one you were just the purple one is called Rattata.
Yeah. Oh.
And the other one, the brown one, is called Raticate.
Oh, so they're the same.
Yes, so Rattata evolves into Raticate.
I'm probably gonna get some hate for this.
Do it.
But okay, I'm doing purely based on looks, because this guy, like, if he's just a rat, he's just a chipmunk. He's not that strong. So I'm just gonna put him in here.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't put Pikachu that highly on mine. I don't think.
I think I'm putting the bigger, like, that guy's got quite a tummy on him.
He's a chunky boy. Raichu is a chunky boy.
He
yes.
is.
But he's a good boy. People like it. I seen you you added a new S tier, which was the burb.
Yeah,
And the butterfly as well. We didn't talk about the butterfly, but the butterfly is what evolves out of the green cocoon at the bottom. That's what comes out of that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it becomes like this. It's a beautiful butterfly.
So okay, I see. Yeah, I like the butterfly because it seems useful. It might not be the strongest, but it seems like it would be useful. It
is actually very useful at the start of the game, because if you've played Pokemon Yellow, which is where you start with Pikachu. I know you haven't. Don't worry. I know you haven't. But if you play Pokemon Yellow, you start with Pikachu, and the first gym that you go up against is a Rock type gym, which means if you try firing Electric at Rock, it doesn't really do much. So having this butterfly was really helpful for some people because it had Psychic type moves, which aren't super effective against it, but they are more effective against it than electricity. So yeah, there you go. Random bit of knowledge. Big Burb, S tier, Pidgeot. Yep.
Yes,
that's good. That's that guy. Very cool Pokemon.
Apparently I like flying things.
Yep. I'm foreseeing a pattern. But I do think there's going to be a couple of S tiers coming up very, very soon. So I'm quite excited to see what you're going to do with those. I don't know whether you've already sort of answered this, but what was your toughest moment during the competition?
Yeah, I mean, probably the stress. Like, yeah, I kind of did answer that. But honestly, the people were amazing. I can't say they were toughest of anything because they were so nice. I gotta go with just the stressor of it being every week, then like the bottom get eliminated per se. Like that whole stress of, am I gonna make it to next week? Am I gonna make it to the end? Like that was probably the most difficult. Just because, I mean, yeah, it's a lot to handle.
Were any of the challenges particularly tough for you?
To try something new. That was
really
very hard.
Oh, that's so interesting because you're not the first person to say that either.
Really?
So, yeah, you're not the first person that I've interviewed that has said that that's the case. So I'm interested to know, what was your something new?
So for me, I streamed horror games.
Oh, right. Okay.
I am horrible with anything horror.
I see why you didn't want to play Lethal Company anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally dragging you and Mama Lumi back into a game of that. That's going to be great fun.
I played Phasmophobia with jump scare sound alerts. So like, yeah, people could follow me and then it would, jump scare me with a screamer sound.
Yeah.
I died. Like mentally, it did not work out.
Well, mentally, I died. That was me.
Yeah.
So what is it about horror games you don't like then? Or is it just you're not a horror fan, period? Or
I'm really bad. I just get too scared.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It's good for stream because it gets epic reactions and stuff, but I can't deal with scary stuff.
Yeah. Do you think you'll do more of it in the future?
Probably someone will say, "Hey, Giz, you should join us playing this game," and I'll be like, "Fine," and then it'll happen. I will happily do it.
It's like being handcuffed to your computer desk. Like you're playing this game.
I would do it, yeah.
I already knew that you were going to put Ninetales, which is the sort of beautiful dog-looking thing in S tier. I absolutely knew you were going to do that because Ninetales is absolutely boss. Immediately underneath it is Vulpix, which Vulpix evolves into Ninetales. Very cool that you've gone across those sort of ideas. The two fairies, which are in B tier at the end of B tier, the two pink ones.
Oh, these guys, yeah.
Yeah. Clefairy and Clefable. You probably already gathered that they evolve, like one evolves into the other, so...
Yeah, I didn't see any difference between them, to be honest. I thought they were the same thing.
Again, I feel like you've sort of answered this, but given the chance, if you were to go around again, what would you do differently throughout your journey?
I'd schedule a lot more things out. That's one of the main issues that I had was I'd make a plan for what I'm doing and totally not follow it at all. I'd make a stream schedule and I'd actually follow my stream schedule.
Yeah. But
when it comes to like TikTok or YouTube or like anything that I actually need to spend more time than just play a game, I am horrible at following those schedules. It was definitely an experience. I'm surprised that I made it as far as I did, to be totally honest, because I did not post as much as I wanted to. I wanted to post daily stuff, and I posted maybe weekly, if that. I mostly just streamed, so if I had to do it again, I would definitely schedule stuff out, schedule my day out instead of just, oh hey, I'm streaming today. I'd make everything on a schedule and follow it through to the end.
I suppose being in the competition and going through the competition the way that you have done, has that maybe more sort of helped you scheduling?
Yeah, it definitely.
That sounds like a total lie. I'm not gonna lie. Well, yes.
Okay, I was doing so well. I did so much scheduling. I was doing absolutely amazing. And then I went to TwitchCon, and then everything just stopped. And so now I'm working on it.
On the subject, how was TwitchCon?
It was good. It was good. I had a lot more meetings than actually time on the floor on like the convention center, which was a surprising thing. You know, I'm a small streamer. I didn't expect to like have a meeting with anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met a lot of amazing people, and met a lot of people that I was wanting to meet for a long time. So it was an amazing experience for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And I bet you that required scheduling.
It did. Yeah, it actually did.
There you go.
It's easier to follow a schedule if I'm the one not in charge of it.
Makes sense.
Like, if I'm in charge of it, I know in my head, oh, I can just wait a couple minutes. I can just, like, postpone this for a little bit. But if someone else does it, I'm like, if I don't make this, then I'm getting in trouble. So it makes me schedule it better. I don't know. Like, it makes me follow through with it more.
Oh, there we go. I The absolute concern on your face with gloom.
I'm just gonna like put this guy there.
So you mentioned obviously that you do like charity stuff.
Yes.
What got you into that?
So yeah, I've done a lot of charity stuff. I started it whenever I switched onto Twitch. Actually, is when I started my charity stuff. So
Mhm.
I used to be on Mixer. I used to be a Mixer streamer. Before Mixer was called Mixer, I was on there when it was called Beam. And when Mixer shut down, I moved over to Twitch. But right when I moved over is when I discovered Save the Children and the stuff that they were doing. I actually thought of trying my own charity stream because of a friend of mine, Wild West Dan. He streams every day. He's been streaming since the Beam days, but every single stream of his is a charity fundraiser. He doesn't stream for like himself. Like he has subs and bits, but he doesn't have a donate button. He only has a charity, charity fundraiser button. So, and he fundraises for Extra Life for the Boston Children's Hospital.
Oh, that's good.
And so I kind of got inspired by him to start my own charity fundraiser.
Yeah.
And Save the Children was starting their Gaming Tuesday campaign, funny enough. And because Elgato sponsored it and tweeted out that it was happening is how I actually found it.
Mm-hmm.
And the rewards were actually the reason why I started. Because if you don't know, for Gaming Tuesday, you get rewards for how much you fundraise, right?
Yeah.
It's just an incentive for the actual fundraiser. And for the community to upgrade the fundraisers like equipment to give better streams in the future and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that sort of, hey, if I raise an amount of money, I can actually upgrade my equipment. And so my first ever charity like stream or like the Save the Children Gaming Tuesday event, I actually raised at the end of it $1,287.56. Was the exact amount, which was it's an amazing feeling. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a 2 viewer streamer and I somehow raised over $1,000. Like it's crazy.
It just goes to show that actually taking that step and doing it pays off.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't actually want to take that step into the grounds of charity fundraising because they're like, oh, maybe I'm not big enough, or maybe, maybe it's just something they're not too, like, they're afraid of how to get started or something like that. I mean, how have you found with that?
I am very technically adept, I feel. Is like, I can figure stuff out. I didn't have really that many issues with setting stuff up, but to anybody who does have issues with setting anything up, or you don't know how to start or anything like that, their Discords, Tiltify's Discord, Save the Children's Discord, any sort of social media where you can ask a question is the best place you could ever like do, right? I've found amazing friends from those Discords that I still talk to today. I've found like just people that would join my stream and donate to my campaign because I asked them a question in Discord. It's a great tool. And then also it's just amazing if you don't know where to start. They can point you in the right direction.
What advice would you give to aspiring Respawn partners?
So, okay, you gotta be a good recruit. I mean, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think most of the partners that we're putting on right now are all recruits. I think we're trying to make it so everybody that is wanting to be a partner has to go through the recruits like system, just because it gives a lot more support like to the creators. Like seeing those top 25, top 10 like getting a lot more support than when they first started is just such a good like experience for them. But so if you haven't done recruits yet, and if you want to become a Respawn partner, the best way to do it is through the recruits. And if you've gone through recruits, then just keep on doing what you're doing. Like, we're seeing, we're watching you, all of us. And so the best way for you to become one of the Respawn partners would just be to keep on doing what you're doing, continue to evolve with your content. Don't just get stuck in a loop of doing the same thing over and over again if it's not working, because then you're not really showing that you can improve. And just keep on going. Never give up, basically. Yeah.
Good.
We're always watching.
I like out of all the Pokemon, by the way, that were that were available for you to pick. I have no idea where you put Lucky Tongue. You need to scroll up a little bit, but
sorry.
It's cool.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is.
B.
Yeah, and you've put him in B tier for Lucky Tongue. I love that was the Pokemon you went to actually. So
it's the one that stuck out, literally.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. I'm glad that we could at least get some insight as to what you thought of Pokemon with absolutely literal zero knowledge, other than 3 Pokemon I think we gathered, which was Charizard, Pikachu, and Eevee. Those were the 3 Pokemon that you mainly actually knew out of the first 151.
Wait, can I see if there's any others that I know?
Yeah, do it.
No, I don't know any.
To wrap things up for you then, thank you so much for doing this. This has been really eye-opening to get your side of the story and to hear things that went on, and I love to get to know people even better, and I'm hoping that the people that watch this will use this to get to know you better as a content creator and as a partner. So
I hope so too.
Massive congratulations again on getting Respawn Partner, man.
Thank
well
you.
earned.
Thank you.
Super wholesome to see. But honestly, I'll leave it over to you if you want to say any final words. But I do think there's a special code that you want to be talking about.
Oh yeah, use code KIZ, right? Yeah, is that code you're talking about?
That'd be the one.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be somewhere like here, I think. I don't know where my editor's going to put it. Like here-ish, maybe.
Right
yeah, somewhere there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll.
Yeah, you can use that at the Respawn site to get like 10% off, I think, on your chair if you want a Respawn chair like this one.
Ooh.
Yeah. Besides that, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure. Donate to charity.
That's a really good shout. Thank you so much for coming onto this, man. I really do
worries.
appreciate it. And I'll no doubt speak to you very, very soon.
Oh,
So,
yeah, 100%.
Cool. Thank you, man.